Welcome back to You Don't Know What You Don't Know. Today, we're going to do something a little lighter than talking about the chemicals in our food. We're going to talk about making food without chemicals in them. So, I just love pasta. And I couldn't find any pasta at the grocery store that was really preservative free. So, why not buy a pasta maker, right? They're very expensive, and who knows if you're really gonna like it or you're really gonna use it. So I was perusing my way through Marketplace and I found one on there. This one happens to be Meryl Lagasse's pasta maker / juicer. Now I wasn't really interested in the juicing feature at all, but the price was right. I saw these sell on Amazon for somewhere around 220 bucks, and I picked it up brand new, never out of the box yet, for, on Marketplace for $50. So pretty good deal. So let's unpack this bad boy, and I'm going to show you all the pieces and the parts that are in here, because I have to be honest, when I first got home and I unpacked it and I saw all the pieces, I was a bit overwhelmed. But now, after using it a couple times, it's not nearly as bad as it looks. So hold on for just 1 second. I'm going to take this stuff out of the box and I'm going to show you exactly what's going on and how easy it really is to use. Now, all these pieces look crazy, right? And when you look at the owner's manual in this book, I don't know if you can see these diagrams, but even the diagrams look rather confusing. So I was a little intimidated by it, but like I said, it's not so bad. Today I'm going to show you actually the juicing feature, which was again the part that I didn't really think that I would want to use at all, but I find that I'm using the juicer more than I'm using the pasta maker. So I'm going to take all these pieces, I'm going to show you how to put them together because it's not bad at all. And you know, the booklet that came with this, because of course it was brand new in the box, even though it was a used product, I actually found a piece that this is apparently the main station of this machine. Now, it came with the juicing feature and the pasta making feature, but it can turn into other things as well. It can turn into a meat grinder, and it does one other thing. Oh, an ice cream maker. So this is actually 4 appliances in one, as long as you keep up with all the parts and the pieces and you keep this main unit in good working condition. So we're gonna put this juicer together. We're gonna go into the kitchen and I'm gonna show you how we can use it. All right guys, here we are in the kitchen and I have the pieces just for the juicer. I'm gonna show you how simple this really is. Even though it looked very, very complicated, and the diagram looks like it had a ton of pieces, how the pieces go together actually makes a lot of sense. So it is relatively easy to put this guy together. The only thing that I found, that the piece on the very top turns one direction, and then the piece for the fruit to come out of turns in the opposite direction. So these 2 pieces you really have to watch. And then it just simply snaps on here in place. So easy, right? You have a little tray to catch your juice. Put that in the bottom. There's also a small tray to catch your stuff that comes out of the fruit and the vegetables that you're going to be juicing. You have a nice little shield here. And your handy dandy little pusher. Let's go ahead and plug the machine in. Hopefully it's not going to be super loud. You'll be able to hear me over the noise of juicing. It also has a little juicer beginner book. Not a whole lot of recipes in here, but it's enough to get you started, you know, and to see if you like it, and just try a couple recipes before you get too crazy with it. Over here I have a beautiful bowl of citrus fruits that I peeled before setting everything up to show you. And I'm going to show you how easy this is to use and exactly what this looks like when it comes out. So very easy, you just hit the start button. Not a super loud unit in case you want to use it while people in your household are sleeping. So you just drop the fruit into this shaft. Use your handy dandy little pusher push this fruit down. As you can see, this fruit or vegetable, whatever you're using, will go through this auger and filter, and the waste product is going to come out the top here. Quite simple. Fruit and vegetables into this hopper. The juice is dropping down into our juice keeper bucket, and then the fruit is coming out, the pithy parts, the shells, the seeds, all the stuff that you don't have to take off of the fruits or vegetables that you're using, and it'll come out here. So you ask yourself, what in the heck am I going to do with all this stuff that comes out, this waste product that's coming out? Well, I can tell you, if you have chickens, the chickens are going to absolutely love this. I do not have chickens, but sometimes I will just put this in a bag and I will take it to my friends that do have chickens. This goes directly into my composter, and it's going to make my soil beautiful in my garden. And some people are creative enough to use this fruit and vegetable waste product to make cakes and cookies and muffins out of. Now, I'm not quite that creative. This is just going in my composter. I'm going to juice a whole container of this, and then I'm going to let you know exactly what it looks like. All right, here we are. It didn't take long at all for us to get an entire container of juice, because we're juicing citrus juice, and they tend to be very easy to juice and very juicy. So you just move aside your waste basket, and you pull this juice container out. As you can see, it's pretty darn full, and it has a nice little pour spout. I'm just going to pour myself a glass here. I'm going to save this into a bigger container, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. Again, this was citrus. It was mostly oranges with a little bit lime, lemon, and grapefruit mixed in with it. So it's absolutely gorgeous and healthy. But I guess the real question is, why in the heck do we juice anyway? Well, I can tell you, for me personally, I would never be able to eat all these fruits and vegetables in one day. But if I juice them into a couple of glasses like this, I can really consume a lot of fruits and vegetables. I guess another good reason is everything that you get at the store, minus Juicy Juice, usually has some additives and preservatives in it. This way you know that you're getting exactly what you put in is coming out into a glass, and you can have a drink, right? Simple enough. I also really have a hard time eating a lot of vegetables, especially raw vegetables, and I really have no taste for a vegetable juice, like a V8. I don't really care for anything like that. But I have noticed that when I juice, if I use a decent amount of vegetables, I can sneak some fruits into those back ends, and I really don't taste it at all. So I'm definitely getting my nutritional content from my fruits and vegetables more doing it this way than just trying to consume them every day. So, like I said, thanks for hanging out. It's a little bit lighter subject than we had last time. This is just on the juicer. I'll also do a little quick demonstration of the pasta maker at a later time, so you can see how that is and how it works. Now, there's other juicers on the market too. You don't need this kind of juicer. And really, to be honest, if you have an old-fashioned blender, I still have a blender in my cupboards, you can always just throw fruit and vegetables into your blender and blend them. But they're definitely not going to press those juices out of fruits and vegetables the way this juicer does. Your blender just kind of chops them up, and it'll be chunky when you drink it. I find that the juicer can be a little thick. The contents can be a little thick when you drink them, but it's definitely not chunky. So happy juicing if this is the route that you choose to go. And as far as the product that we're demonstrating today, now you know. I'll catch you guys next time.